I don't know, growing up they always told us that, oh my god, never forget you're Chinese. So China is your homeland or something like that. She's the first Chinese person that actually told me my Chinese wasn't that great. All the other Chinese people were just like, wow, 你的中文好好. Because I wanted some extra money to like save or like buy stuff, right? 我会报假数 if you get what I mean. Oh. Yeah. On paper, we're both Chinese, but like, because you grew up in
China,
grew up in Malaysia. I mean, we have a big Chinese population in Malaysia, so I'm one person in that population. But it's like we realized as we got to know each other more, realize how different we are.
How non-Chinese she is. Wait, do you think you can really represent like Chinese in Malaysia?
That's why we're finding out.
Because I feel like she's very westernized.
But the Chinese community has split two ways.
It's like more Chinese and more Western.
Yeah, I represent the westernized version of the Chinese community. Yeah, so it's just figuring out what is similar, what is different while eating a lot of food and living our best lives.
Yes.
So yeah. I don't know, growing up they always told us that, oh my god, never forget you're Chinese. So China is your homeland or something like that.
It's your ancestors.
Yeah, and I never agree with it because like I just never have any connection with it. But like my grandparents and I think my parents have like more of a connection. So I feel like we can make a whole video about like how different our like Mandarin is because like she'll always make fun of me for saying some shit and I'm just like, but that's what I've been, that's how I speak like all my life.
No, because I didn't think about it as like, oh, this is the Malaysian way of speaking Chinese. I thought about it as, oh, she's just like a Malaysian who's poor at Chinese, which is like also true, right?
Okay, I just want for the record, okay? She's the first Chinese person that actually told me my Chinese wasn't that great. All the other Chinese people were just like, wow, 你的中文好好.
Okay, let's be fair. That's because I have high standard for you, right? I'm expecting more from you.
Honestly, I know on paper, like I said, on paper, Chinese is like kind of like my first language because my family speaks it, but I can safely say that I don't think it is anymore. Okay, let me tell you my process when speaking Chinese, okay?
You have to translate it in your head?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
So I would think about whatever I want to say in English first, then I'll translate it to Mandarin. Because I have to translate it in my head.
So when you're a kid, you speak only Chinese? Or Chinese and English?
My mom had this really cool idea about like how to get us to be great in both languages. Because I was in Chinese school for 6 years. Haha. So I was quite Chinese, but you know.
Why is it so surprising?
One biggest difference that we have is I can really handle spice. As I was saying before she died, yeah, my parents had this really good way of me trying to make me be really good at both languages. So when I was in Chinese school, obviously I would be using Mandarin a lot more, so they would speak English to me at home. And when I went to international school, they would be like, I am not answering anything you're saying unless you answer me in Mandarin. And I hated that. I hated it. But like that kind of like helped me keep both sides.
That's good.
Yeah, so I appreciate them doing that, but it's just like, it was annoying. So like growing up, what kind of like cartoons and like...
Growing up, I watched a lot of animes from Japan. With Cantonese voiceovers, and I love it.
Oh my god! Okay, I can relate to that because the thing about Malaysia is like, I realized we're not a very... People would kill me for saying this, but it's very true. We're not a very original country. For context, we have like 3 main races, which is like Malay, Chinese, and Indian. Where you see, even like Chinese and Indian, we take like our culture from like other places. Like Chinese people would take some culture from Hong Kong, some culture from China, some culture from Taiwan, so anywhere.
Yeah.
Indian people would take like cultures from India, and then when they would take it into Malaysia and we'll kind of like make it our own. But before that, like in terms of entertainment, we just watched other people's stuff. Like I had a good mix of like Western stuff. Like I can't believe she didn't know the whole like you're watching Disney Channel thing until like recently.
Until I wake up.
You are watching Disney Channel.
I can't believe that.
Are you serious? That's like such a big part of my... Yeah, but I watch a lot of SpongeBob and stuff like dubbed in Malay. Yeah, which is like our national language.
I never watched SpongeBob.
I love SpongeBob. My mom's like, that's why you're dumb. I'm like... And like, I watch a lot of Oh, I also watch a lot of like the Japanese ones. So I grew up with Doraemon,
Doraemon.
Shin-chan.
What the fuck is Shin-chan?
The guy with the 2 eyebrows.
Who? Like the guy with 2 eyebrows?
Like thick eyebrows.
蜡笔小新?
Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah! Last time when I like did not know how to draw my brows properly and I always draw it like that. my brother would be like, why do you have crayon Shin-chan brows?
I watch a lot of girly stuff. So I have
like what?
唱 K 小鱼仙 and 小魔女 Doremi.
Oh, is it
and
like?
then like 百变小樱. Wow, so girly. It's all about like
Is it
girls
Chinese?
and magic. And
I watched Wings Club. That's what I used to watch. Wings Club.
Where's Wings Club?
And I love how like we're both like, oh, we're Chinese, but like.
Do you know 东京猫猫? Tokyo Cat?
The only cat show I know is Sagwa. But the older I got, I'm just like, maybe this is racist, okay? Cause it's Sagwa, yeah. So when I grew up, they're like Sagwa. I was like, what? It's Sagwa. Why are you calling us stupid? But all the cats had like different names. Like it's like Sagwa, Sigwa, like all this stuff. Yeah.
Oh, do you know 哈姆太郎?
We call it Hamtaro. I had like a whole stationery set with like his name.
Oh, I have a puzzle.
So cute. I love it.
Let me show you some like really Chinese cartoons that I never watched, but it's very famous. Oh, we have Huluwa.
Oh, I thought of a Chinese cartoon I used to watch. Si Yang Yang.
Oh, wait, you do?
Yeah.
That was like my sister's age.
Because I was in Chinese school and like, I think I was about 12 and my teacher kept making us watch it, Si Yang Yang. There was a whole thing, like a whole talk about how like, you go to school and then after school you go for tuition and then after tuition if you have like a ton of homework, you usually have a ton of homework, you do a lot of homework and then the next day you go back to school, you go for like violin class, dance class or whatever and on the weekends you never stop. So that was a thing.
For me, I never go to like after school tuition, but I went to like Olympic math.
Oh my god, you were in Olympic math?
Oh, we also have 奥语、奥数、奥英, so like Olympic, Chinese, English. It's just like a extra level.
Nah man, we only had the math one and I was, okay, till today I cannot count. So why would you think that I was great at Olympic math at the time? But how did you do? Were you like enjoying living your best life?
Okay, so there's this typical math question about, so there's this many chickens and this many rabbits in the same cage. I know how many heads are there, how many fish there. So how many chicken do we have and how many rabbits do we have? It's called 鸡兔同笼. It's really funny. Maybe like chicken is X and then the rabbit will be like the total minus X. Because you know the total, because you know the number of heads.
We have Asian Chinese parents. Growing up like really strict, did you have to like hide a lot of things from them? I like got scared to ask them to like sleepovers or like having your friends over or whatever.
Because they're very open about it. I always have friends like coming over to my home.
Fun. Because I don't know, for me it's like my parents have been busy working all my life. So like I've actually said no to like certain sleepovers or anything just because I was too scared to ask. Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I was always like too nervous.
They don't want to like 麻烦人家.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Or it's like 这是你的家，为什么要去睡别人的家? So I used to do this thing that's really bad, just to get extra money. Because I wanted some extra money to like save or like buy stuff, right? 我会报假数, if you get what I mean. Yeah.
Is it like when your parents ask you to buy something?
Or it's like, yeah, or it's like when we have like a school thing, like let's say I needed $10 to buy like some art stuff or whatever, I'll be like, yeah, I need $30. So I would keep the extra and I would be like the baller for that week. If you like the topic we talked about, you can comment below and like give us your thoughts if you're also Chinese.
Talk about your stories too.
Yeah, we would love to know that.
I like how you're just doing the intro for me.
That's why I'm here.
I'm just editing.
Lipstick on my corn.